Please welcome the one and only Betty Garrett.
We are dealing with depression, we're dealing with denial, we're dealing with financial issues, we're dealing with medical terminology, and I am trying to get my arms around this and get some control, trying to run the business, and I get so frustrated. I finally threw up my hands and said, I need help. I need a case manager. And that's when you lovely people came into my life. You became my lifeline. Now today, we're going to have some fun, we're going to laugh, and we're going to learn about a caregiver's journey. One night, one Sunday morning early, I woke up to the thud on the floor, and I jumped up, found him in a fetal position on the floor, and I went, God almighty. So I said, Gene, I am calling 911. You probably have broken a hip. No, you're not calling 911. I don't need 911. You're going to help me get to the bed, and we're going to go back to sleep. Do you understand? I said, yeah, right. I'm calling 911. And all of a sudden, he wakes up, and he says, who are you talking to? I'm calling 911. I don't need 911. I said, ma'am, would you hold on just a minute? Gene, you might not need 911, but I sure as heck do. Do you understand? All of a sudden, the curtains parted, and here walked in this big barrel-chested guy with a mischievous grin on his face. He sticks out his hand and says, I'm Tom Myers. I'm your surgeon. I looked at those hands, and they were huge. I said, Gene, did you see his hand? Gene said, what's wrong? I said, they're huge. I don't see how he's going to operate on you. I'm telling you, he's going to rip this open, jerk your esophagus out, sew you up, and hit you on the butt, and you better get out of bed. He's that no-nonsense kind of guy. But he later became our guardian angel. Well, the nurse picked up on my frustration, and she started asking questions. And all of a sudden, she just stopped. And she said, Mr. Garrett, do you want to kiss your wife? And that little old pumpkin head nodded yes. And I just went, oh my gosh. Because you see, Gene was letting me know that he was going to be okay. And he was also a sign for him to know that he had made it through surgery. Well, there was not a dry eye in ICU that morning. I had to have that dreaded conversation with my husband. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. To tell him that it was okay to let go. And I don't know where the wisdom of the words came, but they flowed through me. And I said, listen, honey, your 3 favorite aunts are waiting for you. They're dancing in the streets. Your mother and daddy are going to meet you at the gate, and you're going to get to see Princess and Tramp, our dogs. And where I got this, I don't know. And then I said, will you hurry up and go and save me a place?
I am pleased to announce that the 2006 Marion N. Kirshner Memorial Chapter Leader Award goes to the President and CEO of Garrett Speakers International, Betty Garrett.
This gavel represents the professional relationships I have with you. I want to dedicate this award in memory of my loving husband, Gene, who was always the president of my fan club.